Hello. How's everyone doing? I'm DeFi Simon here with this week's update on everything that's happened in the Avalanche ecosystem. This week, we're going to be talking about all-time highs for Bitcoin, Avalanche finally breaking through some resistance that it's been banging its head against for ages, and some exciting announcements. I'm DeFi Si. I create a lot of content in this space, in the Avalanche Blockchain space. I also work a lot in the space through creating and designing merch for people on the Avalanche Blockchain system. Lots of different projects that I work with. If you do like this type of content, please do like and subscribe, because it is a channel that I'm really trying to grow, really trying to educate people on blockchain space and the Avalanche ecosystem as a whole. And also please remember that nothing that I say in this video is financial advice. So let's jump in to this week's video. So wow. I think it's probably the only way to describe last week. So yeah, it was an absolute crazy week, and we're going to try and run through everything this week. Crazy all-time highs for Bitcoin. AVAX finally getting through some $30 resistance, which it was really struggling with, and also some exciting partnerships. So last week was a crazy week, which saw the news was dominated by America, that saw America electing its first ever pro-crypto president, Donald Trump. Now this led to Bitcoin pumping up to all-time high after all-time high, and finally AVAX got through that $30 resistance, something which has proved to be super stubborn. Now I did do a video earlier on this week talking all about how I think Donald Trump's election is going to impact the space, so, and also in particular for Avalanche, so I'm not going to go into too much detail on that here, but I'll pop the link to it up there. I will also link to it in the comments, so if you do want to know what I think about that in a lot more detail, then please do give that a watch. Now there's so much to break down this week, and I'm going to try and give you all the news from last week in the Avalanche blockchain space. So first off, let's take a quick look at the market conditions. So Bitcoin had just closed last week at the time of recording this at $80,474 after opening the week on 68,741. It hit a new all-time high of 81,474. Avalanche has just closed on 31.98 after opening the week on 24.09, hitting 33.23 during the week on Sunday. So this is all amazing to see. Like I said, I'm super happy to see AVAX finally breaking through that $30 price point that seems to have had so much trouble with. Hopefully now it can push on past this, and this can be the start of a good run up. The general feeling in the crypto space is super bullish for crypto, adding that Avalanche is currently still seriously undervalued, and things should be looking good. Let's take a look across the board at the AVAX meme ecosystem. Now, just as a little note to this as well, I did see one super interesting tweet from Forefront Talk on Twitter that was stating that the market cap of AVAX meme coins has just surpassed over $137 million with over 37 meme coins, which is awesome to see. They also go on to talk about some notable price rises. Now, at the time of writing this, one of the big ones they mentioned on their margin had actually increased up to 149% on the week. Now, one kind I did notice that's missing off that's doing well, the launched on a pre-sale on Avalanche just around 2 weeks ago, and is now on full sale on LFJ, is a coin called Juicer, which at the time of recording this video was up nearly 84% in the last 24 hours. Now, I'd like to speak about this as it's in a sector that I think has got a lot of relevance to crypto. For those of you that don't know, Juicer is a similar type of platform to OnlyFans, but with the integration of crypto. Now, in a sector where obviously privacy can be important, it makes sense that crypto is used for this as a form of payment. So for me, this is an idea that works. Now, whether you like the sector or not, it's hard to argue that this is a great fit, especially when you consider that OnlyFans generated over $6.6 billion worth of revenue in 2023. Now, Juicer are also planning to launch staking soon, and they've said that the rewards are supposed to be super good, with stakers set to receive 50% of platform revenue from the creators on there, and Juicer have said that this should be going live this week. So this is something worth looking at. Just be careful, because obviously you might have to explain to your respective partners why you've got Juicy in your browsing history. But yeah, that's just a little coin that might be worth having a look at. That's something different, something unique, and again, more real world application coming to the crypto space. So yeah, jump on, take a look at Juicy. I'll pop a link to all their socials in the comments below. Now, one key metric that we have spoke about a lot and that we've been discussing a lot is Bitcoin dominance, which is essentially a guide to the percentage of all of the money that's in crypto that is in Bitcoin versus all of the other projects. Now, what usually happens in the bull market is that Bitcoin dominance will peak, and then as people start taking money from Bitcoin, they then move their liquidity into altcoins, starting with the big alts like ETH, your Solanas, and your AVAX, etc. So as you do this, these are going to then increase in price, and then you'll start to see them move profits from the larger alts into more speculative play like memes. So you'll see the Bitcoin dominance come down. Now, this is also affected by the fact that at this point, usually new retail buyers are going to come in and be buying more easily accessible tokens like alts and memes. So this is what's known as alt season. And we spoke last week about how Bitcoin dominance had hit a milestone of 60%. It's currently just pulled back to around 59% after almost touching 61. So this is something that we'll be looking at, and I personally will be keeping an eye on, and I'll keep you updated as well, just to see where that money might be starting to flow out of Bitcoin with its all-time highs and into alts and memes. Now, looking forward to this week, I am expecting things to cool off a little after the crazy weekend we had and maybe have a bit of a pullback, because as yet, I don't think we're in the full-on crazy up-only bull mode yet. Also, one important point to bear in mind is that Donald Trump doesn't actually take office until January, so he can't put anything into place yet. However, I do think that any positive news, any positive moves, any sounds he makes about the crypto space could impact prices. So, the overall take home for this is, like I said, not financial advice, but now looks like the time where if we're getting dips, it's good to take advantage of them. Get yourself positioned into your favorite projects now, because now is the time to do it before, fingers crossed, we head into a crazy up-only bull season. Now, on to some news and announcements. Now, there's a big announcement on Avalanche this week, and it's another amazing blue chip financial institution. Now, Evercloud has been selected to participate in Connexus, which is by JP Morgan's Project Epic. So you can see on screen now this tweet by Emin that was announcing it. The essential details of this are that AVAX, which is the techie part of Avalanche, so the team who do all the building for all the applications built on Avalanche, are working with JP Morgan under their Connexus brand. Now, they're working together to make financial transactions on the internet more private and safe using Avalanche blockchain technology. Now, they've created a way for banks and fund managers to work with a blockchain. So why is this special? Now, Evercloud's new tools, they're going to keep people's information safe while still let them do things like buy, sell, and trade investments online. They've developed some cool new tools for this. So AVAX is using a zero knowledge proofs, which is their encryption that's going to be helping keep information safe and private while still allowing people to trade money and make investments. Now, this is super exciting. It's been used for new investors, which has been helping people join onto investment groups privately. It's also been used for moving money around, so it's helping people invest money in funds without showing their personal details. They've been trading with it, so it's letting people trade investments privately and safely in auctions. So why is this so important? Now, this type of partnership is bringing in yet more real-world applications to crypto, to blockchain technology, and to Avalanche. Traditional finance institutions such as big banks, etc., have been a little slower and reluctant in embracing blockchain technology, but partnerships like this are bringing them on board. So essentially, it's all about making online finance safe, private, and easy for these large institutions through harnessing blockchain technology. So yet again, this is yet another example of people that are going to be interacting daily with blockchain technology without even knowing it. Which I say this a lot, and I'll say it again, it's all part of the tech and this space that we're in going mainstream. So once again, blue chip financial institutions choosing to use the tech and build an Avalanche, which is amazing. Yet again, it's Avalanche positioning themselves perfectly for the future and all ready for the great rotation to the red chain. There was another exciting partnership announced this week, which is including Straight Text, who include Grab and Alipay under their umbrella, who are all building an Avalanche. So more real-world application from big financial institutions, which we love to see. One other project we have spoken a lot about recently is Play Off the Grid. The game launched on blockchain, so we have spoken a lot about it. It's an excellent game that was launched on a custom layer 1 on Avalanche. The game's seen rave reviews, it's seen a ton of interest, it's built on Avalanche Blockchain, and it's one of the first blockchain games that was actually pretty good and gamers like. So we have again spoke about the online gaming sector being one that Avalanche is super focused on. So it's great to see that Play Off the Grid last week crossed the benchmark of 10 million unique wallets created, which is absolutely amazing. So that's 10 million unique wallets on Avalanche that were not on there a few weeks ago, which is amazing. So just to put that into context, 10 million people is a lot of people. That's more people than the population of cities like London, Ho Chi Minh, and New York individually. Each of them are under 10 million. So yet again, it's an amazing example of users being onboarded onto blockchain technology, using crypto. They're going to be trading in the game using crypto on Avalanche in particular, and the high chances are that the vast majority of them, a large percentage of them, don't even know that they're interacting with blockchain technology. They just know that the product they're using is a great game, it's fast, they can interact with it, it does what they want, they enjoy playing it. So yet again, it's more examples of that all-world, real-world adoption. Now, one other tweet that caught my eye this week was one by Stephen Gates. For those of you who don't know, Stephen is a gigabrain and he's the founder of GoGoPool. Now, GoGoPool is a project that allows you to deploy your own layer 1s on Avalanche, and they are charged with building Cocknet. So this tweet was in response to a question from Gronk on Twitter, who asked, when Cocknet ready to deploy? And the response from Stephen Gates was that Cocknet is ready, they are just waiting on the Avalanche upgrade, which is super exciting, as this means that Cocknet, which is the meme coin Cock's own layer 1, is ready to launch and will be launching soon. I know the upgrades are all in test modes and they're just ironing out all the problems, will be ready to go. So as soon as that's ready, Cocknet should be done and up and loaded. Now, I have spoken before about why this is super bullish for this space, but the TLDR on this is that Cock is the biggest meme coin on Avalanche, so what they do matters to the space. Last week, they went back over 100 million market cap, which is great to see. So it's kind of a big deal. And then launching the layer 1 and the subsequent ecosystem that will generate, it's all going to be powered by Cock itself and should have the ability to stake Cock and lock your Cock up, etc. That is going to bring eyes and therefore attention and therefore liquidity to the chain, which is all good. Something else I wanted to talk about was the Blockchain Beginner Bootcamp. Now, I want to talk about this because it's something that I personally love and something that I'm quite passionate about in the space, and that is education. So it's always amazing to see initiatives like this that are coming out from Avalanche. Now, what they're offering is they're working with Chainlink and they're offering a project called the Blockchain Beginner Bootcamp. Now, this is going to be a free online course that you can join in with on YouTube. The course is going to teach people more about blockchain, and it starts November the 18th, and it's all powered by Avalanche. Now, it's open to experienced and non-experienced devs, and what you can expect to take away from the course is it's going to help you master blockchain fundamentals. It will teach you how to deploy an ERC20 token and an NFT on Avalanche Future. It will kickstart your blockchain development journey. The amazing thing is this is 100% free and it's all online, and you can sign up today. Now, I've signed up already. I'm really excited by this. I've done some of the Avalanche Academy courses, and I'm looking forward to doing more about this because I love to learn more about the space. And the coding/dev side is one that I really want to know more about, and it's a weakness of mine. So hopefully it will build on what I've already learned on the Avalanche Academy, and I'm super excited to learn more and put these skills to use. And as I said, I can't reiterate enough, it's totally free. So I'm going to pop the link to sign up in the comments below. If you are thinking of doing it and you're jumping on it, let me know. I'd love to connect and we can talk about progress, see how we feel, and connect together about it. One other awesome project under Avalanche is the application is still open for the Avalanche Ambassador DAO. So this personally is something that I'm thinking of applying for because I would really love to get on board with this, and I do love to talk about and shout about how much Avalanche is doing and the good that they're doing. So yeah, the Avalanche Ambassador DAO, I spoke about it in more detail last week. So if you want to know more, jump back, watch last week's update video where I talk about it in detail. But again, I will pop all the links to apply for that in the comments down below. Well, that's it. That's this week's roundup for the week on Avalanche. I'm personally looking forward and hoping for another strong week. Like I said, bear in mind, I think we could see some pullbacks this week, which might feel quite harsh after the amazing weekend we've had. But overall, things are looking super bullish. From my personal point of view, with the projects I'm working with, I'm busier than ever in this space. There's lots of Avalanche projects doing amazing things. Lots looking to launch merch collections, which is a positive sign because it means things are gearing up. So I'm going to be concentrating over the next few weeks on adding much more detailed content on the work that I'm doing with them, the projects that I'm working with, the merch that I'm creating, both for my own website, sawthumbcollective.com, but also on NF Treasure, because I work with NF Treasure as their artist in residence and featured brand. So I take on board a lot of these projects, create and design merch concepts for them. And without wishing to blow my own trumpet, I've got some amazing ones coming up with some really unique designs of super wearable merch. So yeah, if you do like that type of content, or you want to stay in touch with everything happening on the Avalanche blockchain, please do pop me a like and subscribe. Like I said, it's something I'm trying to grow, and I'm doing this to benefit everyone, and especially as we enter into a bull market, I think it's going to be amazing to get the word of Avalanche out there and spread the word about crypto, about blockchain, and also educate people. So yeah, if you like the type of content, please do like and subscribe. That's everything from me. I'll be back during the week with more updates. Peace out and good vibes.